Hello, everybody, and welcome to the studio. I'm Levine from Open Education Global, and it's this exciting time of year when we get to announce the winners of the Open Education Awards for Excellence. And we thank everybody who is out there in YouTube land watching right now. And we're here to do the big reveal. We've been keeping it secret. Terry has not leaked the secret information. And we're going to just do our little bit of overview, and we're going to introduce some people who are part of this session. So first I want to welcome my colleague, Marcela Morales, who is part of helping me with getting these awards going. And so, but we just want to say that this was just coming off of the 3 days that we did this week for the OEGlobal tour. So say hello, and how was the tour experience for you, Marcela?
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be here on the fourth day of the OEGlobal tour, wrapping up the 3 days. And I do have to say that the OEGlobal tour has been such a wonderful adventure for us. So we wanted to try a more flexible way of connecting across regions and highlight open education in different contexts. And in just 3 days, we were able to travel around the world, starting in Middle East, going through Asia, Oceania. Then we went to Africa and Europe and Latin America and North America. So we pretty much visited the whole world and taking snapshots and pictures along the way. So it has been such a wonderful experience for us at OEGlobal, and hopefully to everyone that participated as well. So I think that for us, the tour showed the strength of our global network and displaying how diverse yet united we are by our shared purpose. And the energy has been so inspiring that it makes me excited to keep finding new ways to bring our community together. So that was from my side, Alan. And I think that we're still having a lot to process about the tour, and hopefully we'll be sharing more information about it in the next few weeks.
Well, and especially good about the tour was so many people who are nominated for the awards participated both in the webinars and during the sessions. But here we are now going to be doing the OEGlobal Awards, which all started back in May when we put out the call for nominations. And the community responded with nearly 200 nominations. And really excited about this new theme that we have. You can see I have the merchandise, and I can tell you where to get this. The new graphics, I hope everybody enjoyed, by Mario Badia, who's in the background making magic happen. And I'm invoking the spirit here. This is a pine tree that my wife and I grew from seeds we extracted from a pine cone. It sounds crazy, but anybody can do it. And that was the theme for this year's awards, is this idea about we start with just planting a seed of recognition to acknowledge the work that people do. Yeah, everybody, winning is great, but it's also just about putting the work out there. And that's what we've been trying to make as part of the theme this year. So yeah, is it really just about the winners? Because you've been doing this longer than me, Marcela.
Well, I have to say, well, it's never only about the winners. So we get so excited with the nominations themselves because it's such a community effort, just hearing about the work that is being supported by somebody else that sends us the nomination, and then we get the opportunity to learn about those projects. So it's not only about who wins the project, and nobody knows it better than you and I, Alan, that we have been having this difficult work to select the winners. It's so difficult to do that together with the committee members. And it's more about the recognition, how the community itself is recognizing the work of other participants and members of the community itself. And we are super excited to be able to share this recognition that is not only from OEGlobal, but from the community as well.
And speaking of recognition, that's why we have these other people here with us, because these are, we'll get to meet them in a second, former winners of awards who come back, like some of them repeated times, to help review the nominations and help us get to this list of winners that we're going to announce. So we just want to give them a chance to say hello, because we're just so excited to see them here. And I'll say hello to Perrine Law, who is a 2023 award winner. Hello, Perrine. Where are you tuning in from? And say hello.
Hi, lovely to be here. I am in Quainton in the United Kingdom, which is in the middle, just in the middle. It's wonderful to be here. And yes, I was a winner a couple of years ago, and it's been an absolute pleasure to judge for the last 2 years. Yeah, great to be here. Thank you.
Okay, and next I'll flip down to Tiffany, who's new to this little game that we're playing. Hello, Tiffany.
Hi, yeah, I haven't joined any of these sessions before, but I'm joining from Little Rock, Arkansas in the US. And I reviewed in I won my award in 2022. I think I reviewed in 23 and then skipped 24 and was back this year.
Well, good, and you'll be hearing from me again this year when we come around again. And
Yeah.
and now let's zip over to the other side of the planet. Yasser Tamer, who is coming to us from Egypt, also a former award winner. How are you doing today, Yasser?
Hi, Alan. Hi, Marcela, and everyone here. Thank you so much for having us. It's a really great community. I hope my voice is clear because I'm not used to StreamYard. But I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see all these nominations and reading the award proposals and seeing everybody's work in open education is really great. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Yasser, and kudos because Yasser is like very thorough in his reviews and like does them like in the first 10 minutes. I think he's very eager, but he really adds a lot of depth to his review comments. And now I'm going to say hello to good friend and colleague Laura Henderson, who has I could say this about everybody, one of the best projects around. I just love what she does. Hello, Laura.
Hi, Alan. Great to see everybody. So I'm dialing in from Lausanne in Switzerland, where we speak French most of the day. So it's a great pleasure to be speaking English with you all. And I am the director of a free kids science program called Frontiers for Young Minds. Thanks for Alan's kind words. We won the Open Education Impact Award in 2024, which we were very honored by. So this was my first year judging, and it was fantastic. The quality of the submissions was really amazing.
Excellent. Great to have you here. And now my good friend and my fan, Terry Greene. Hello, Terry.
Yeah, I had president of the Alan Levine fan club as my tagline before I got told to change it. Thanks for having me again. I'm Terry Greene. I work at Trent University, which is in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, also known as Nogo-Jiwanong. It's the traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe people, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to work and raise my family on these lands. And thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you, Terry. And we have one more, Marcela.
Yes, and also we're also very pleased to have our OEGlobal president of the board, Perrine de Coëtlogon. Perrine, thank you for joining us. We also would like to say that the OEGlobal president and the board members play a key role in identifying the winners of the individual categories, and they also share a set of award recognitions that you share. So welcome, Perrine. We're very excited to have you with us.
Thank you, Marcela. Good evening to everyone from Roubaix in France, in the north of France. I am glad to say that I participated to the OEGlobal tour, and I really loved hosting the European tour, and have the feeling that it was just the beginning of this global tour, because it really gives a dynamic that everyone needs. And we know how sometimes you feel isolated in your own region or institution, and it's really nice to have a community here and to see that some of us are enduring the same thing, but on the other hand, still so enthusiastic and achieving so much. And just to end up, next week I will be at the EPIC conference. This is a 23-year-old conference and e-portfolio and open badges. And they have created the Open Recognition Alliance. And of course, I see what we are doing as the achievement of open recognition in open education. I'm very glad to see you all here and send all my gratitude and our gratitude from the board side. Thank you very much.
Merci, Perrine. So good to have everybody here. Well, we should just get to it, right? We've been talking a lot about the awards, and we know what it's a great process is. But like, should we get going, folks? Like, let me know, right? I don't hear anything. I could.
Yes, let's get going. Let's get the party going.
Yeah, we've delayed long enough, and just to let you know, what we're going to be doing is we have this page set up that we're going to be running from that has what we call the reveal of the award winners this year, and you will see that there are 4 broad categories. If you have been following us for a bit, you know that we used to have there were like 16 separate little categories of awards, and they were great, but kind of felt like it forced people to put the awards into a lot of little peg holes, and we just decided to keep it broad. So 3 main categories of awards that people nominated for: people, individuals, what we share, open assets, and how we share, open practices. And you'll see when we come to the last category, we have a separate group of special awards that our board of directors have made. So what we're going to do is we're going to start now. We're going to go to the individual awards, and I will make sure I get over to that particular page. And you will see right now that we have these flowers here. So what we're going to do is we have some advanced machinery that's going to come into play. I don't think we're not using AI. I don't think, Mario, but what we're going to do is we're going to ask one of our, maybe I'll ask Laura, because this is her first time doing this. I sent you that button, right? So what I want you to do is when I say press the button, that will start the read. And so we will now go to putting on, now I'm just having,
hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Marcela, we can.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We are all waiting for Alan. It's his magic.
He's making magic in the background. Yeah.
He's disappearing, but he will soon reappear.
Yes, exactly. Thank you all for your patience. So the magic is happening in the background. Hopefully. Okay, let's see. Maybe the magic is happening. And Alan was telling us that the announcement of the individual awards is going to be displaying hopefully right after the loading finishes. And we hope Alan is able to connect with us any minute now.
Yeah, I had to go back down into the technical basement to make sure everything was okay. But Mario is in charge. And right now we're getting ready to reveal the winners. And I'm just waiting for the signal to come on the dashboard here that we are ready, and waiting to hear. There we go. And Tiffany has just come back. So, the internet, sometimes it just doesn't really work for you. So I'm going to. Are we ready to go, Mario? We got the thumbs up. This is all looking good. Okay, stand by, and hopefully we will reveal now. There we go. We have the winners of the individual awards in the 2025 Open Education Awards for Excellence. And I can move now, get rid of that little loading thing. It should have disappeared already. So we have 8 winners this year, and we're not going to read them off, but if you want to go to the website, and you can actually see them yourselves, the individual awards, and you can actually read all about them. And we will spend a few minutes if anybody has some comments about them. So some are people you may not know, and that's the whole thing about what the awards are aimed to do.
I just want to say congratulations to all the individual winners. As we know, the individual categories championing the people behind the projects and the efforts that we see of open education around the world. And as you can see, we have a wonderful selection of individual winners from different parts of the world. We have leaders, we have educators, students, and people that have been doing in their own personal work championing open education. So we're very excited to be able to celebrate all of you in this year. I don't know if anybody wants to highlight anybody individually. I would like, yesterday we were doing the Latin America tour, and Ana Michelle Telles was part of our Latin America tour. So I'm very happy, Ana Michelle, to have you be part of the winner selection.
And she is in YouTube watching. I saw Ana Michelle there. Also, really? I think Delmar Larson, first of all, I think he got nominated like 5 times, and he has been nominated before, but his work that he has done at Libertex is heroic. And at the same time, he still teaches chemistry. I don't know how Delmar does all that he does. And so excited that we have Letitia, a student from Thompson River University, who was part of the tour yesterday, has done some fabulous work with some OER that she's helped to create there at TRU. Maybe I just have to say, one of the favorite nominations came in for Tanya Spilovoy. She got an award for leadership, written by her daughters, Ruby and Dakota. And so there's like a personal element to this, but Tanya's contributions have been tremendous, as well as Shinta Hernandez, who I can see is in the audience. Outstanding leader, working both at Montgomery College, with so many great projects like the SDG fellowships, but also being a key leader here with CCC OER, and doing great work at the community colleges. And I was so pleased. I just have to do another shout out to Saida Afuna from Palestine, who was someone who came to our attention through the nominations. And thank you to Javier Artenas for making that nomination. And Saida is just, she's not new to open education, and she's working in the area of crisis. And she played such a key role in Tuesday's tour session. It was fantastic to have her. And so we encourage you to visit these and get to know these people even more, because a lot of them are going to be doing work in parts of the world that maybe you're not as familiar with, and also with organizations maybe that you don't know of. So again, I'll give space for any of our reviewers if they want to say anything about some of these winners. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to jump in front of anybody.
Oh, go ahead, Terry.
To say that indeed, we have all sort of the courage that one must have, to really carry out open education anywhere, but in a region like Palestine. And for the time being, I particularly admire the work, and it's true that open education is a reason to believe, in humanity and faith, and so we will and have faith, in humanity. Sorry. And this is why I wanted to underline this award. But I wrote about Delmar Lassen, and I must say this was very impressive too, and the number of people, telling us how much he did. So congratulations to everyone. Please stay.
Thank you, Perrine. Terry, did you have a?
I just wanted to comment on that. I love the power move by Saida there, having a photo of some other award she won before in her award-winning photo. Love it.
That's very good, and look forward to learning more. We're going to work on some, hopefully, some future efforts with all the winners, through our podcast, and especially we'll be looking to arrange some time during Open Education Week where we can give some of the winners, hopefully all of them, a little bit of a platform to share their work in more detail.
Mm-hmm. And Alan, do we have the award trophies ready for the winners this year?
No.
No?
Well, Marcel, like in past years, we had these really excellent 3D printed trophies that were made for us by the Fab Lab in Costa Rica, who was also an award winner. And, they were nice, but we could only make enough to send to the winners. And you can't realize how complex it was to send things through the mail. Some of these, it took some of last year, I think the last time we did, it took almost like 7 months to get some of them sent. And we just decided it was time for a change, but and we wanted something that tied a little bit more into the theme. But let's get on, because we've been talking too long. I think maybe we should go to the next categories, which is the Open Assets Awards. So we're going to get ready, and we're going to tune things up again for the next window is the Open Assets Awards, and we will get to we have the reveal set up, and we're going to cue things up. I will ask who does anybody on here? Tiffany, do you want to press that? I sent everybody that magic button. Do you have that? Do you have it available so you could be the one to put things into motion here for this? So Tiffany has set things up.
Yes, I have the button.
Okay, so we're loading in the winners. They're being collated by natural intelligence, and there's no hallucinating about what we're going to see right now, except maybe if my internet goes. So it looks like Mario has done this, very efficiently, as he always does. And just another shout out to Mario, especially because he's the one behind all of our graphics of this year. So here we go. The winners for 2025 Open Assets, the What We Share, and again, some really fantastic projects. And honestly, there's so many things that we would want to be able to recognize, and we did try to recognize them all. Anybody have some comments on this year's Open Asset Award winners? And somebody's wondering if I will disappear, but maybe I will. But go ahead, anybody?
Oh, please don't disappear. Yes, maybe yes. I'll jump in with. I just want to congratulate the WAPA. It's also a Latin American project, which is a project from UNAM, which is a university, big university in Mexico, and they're doing this huge repository and resources in Spanish. And as we all know, it's difficult sometimes, as Perrine was also alluding to, like the language that we have in some of the resources. So it's wonderful to see these initiatives launching for offering resources in other languages other than English. So congratulations to UNAM and the team that has worked to develop this project, Unidades de Apoyo para el Aprendizaje WAPA. And also congratulations to all the resources and the assets that we are celebrating as winners this year.
Yeah, mixed in the project, the ethical education leadership from Thompson River University. TRU was well represented. I'll give you a hint. They submitted a lot of nominations, so keep that in your mind for next year. But also really excited to see the Commonwealth of Learning Pacific Partnership Project, which we heard from Tony Mays about on Tuesday this week during the World Tour. So excited as well to see that the Open Lab at City Tech, one of the CUNY projects that is just such a great community on a big scale for that organization to be able to share and co-create the work that they're doing in education. From Saudi Arabia, their national repository is a profound achievement at a national level for creating OER in Saudi Arabia. And I want you to visit all these projects, but the Lethe project from Europe is really about revealing the hidden history of that we don't get to hear about. That's why it was hidden, but fascinating project that's full of rich stories. And so good as well to see Twillo from Germany. It's tied to the OER SI federated search, and it's really a great platform for not only sharing German OERs, but also around the world. And it's a fabulous sort of open platform and architecture. And then another one from Thompson River University, really excited. The Simulated Client Records is an OER that creates and shares the kind of learning materials that health professionals might need to get the real world knowledge of understanding case studies, etc. So fantastic stuff. I'll leave room for someone else. If anybody has seen or knows of these projects, you're welcome to step up. We'll put out some.
I just wanted to add that open education resources is a great achievement, but working on the infrastructure and to make it sustainable is also very important. And as you know, this make a huge difference in the time, because once you have built the infrastructure, it can stay much longer. And it's another effort. So I must confess that I had no time to review all awards. But first, congratulations again, fantastic work. And you know, earlier today, I was requested by the ministry, the French Ministry of Higher Education, to speak about what we were doing. And I quoted all the nominees and the awards tonight, and the number of country and people involved. And here I love the fact that we also recognize object infrastructures. And this is why I am now eager to go and see them. Thank you, Alan, to have described them shortly. I know how much work it has cost. So congratulations again for that.
And of course, we're given to these rather quickly, and you know, hopefully you'll go back over the next weeks and look at them, because there's so much depth to all these projects.
Oh, yes, I will. We definitely need that to understand better how it works. In particular, because the fact that I was answering, giving an interview to those people is because at French Ministry, they are working on a strategy on open education, and as we have better discovered at the beginning of September during the UNESCO Learning Week, there are also projects of open infrastructure here in France, and so I must have a look to this project. I'm really very interested, and I will go back to them in the coming weeks. Absolutely. So please do the same now that it's all open and official.
Thank you, Perrine.
Yeah, and always remember as well, like learn about the winners. But this year, we not only shared a list of everybody who was nominated, but we linked to all the information about their projects because it's such that's a resource on its own, worth knowing. So much good. We will be working throughout the year. You'll see like not only just the winners and the shortlisted projects and people featured through our social media channels and our other efforts, but all the nominees as well, because there's just so much rich opportunity in there to understand and learn about them.
I was so
Yes,
happy,
exactly.
Alan, as well that. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Yasser.
I was gonna say that I was so happy to see even parts of the world, more parts of the world being represented in the award. Like the project from Saudi Arabia, it's really interesting. It talks about open ed from the Arab world, and then I saw something also from Mexico. So all of these projects, I'm sure, even though not every project got an award, but every project did some effort in the movement of open education. So it was really worth reading everyone's proposals and efforts and all that.
Well said. Thank you, Yasser.
Yes, thank you, Alan. And yes, sir, I think that this goes in line with what we started saying at the beginning of the session of how difficult it is to do the selection of just a few. And so I'm very glad that the nominations are also being shared because the collection that we receive of the works that go through the nomination process is just so amazing. And hopefully you'll also have time to review some of them. And as Perrine was saying, just going back in the next few weeks and taking a look at them. And of course, the websites remain live and you can always go back and visit them. So it's super exciting to have the opportunity not to only to celebrate the winners, but the entire community. So it's always a wonderful experience for us to have be involved in the awards every year. And Alan, I think that you just hinted about the kind of award that we're going to be giving this year, but you didn't give us much detail. Can you say more about it?
Oh, well, it's not really it might not sit on your shelf behind you. You know, sometimes we see the award trophies on people's shelves, but it's not anything like that. But I think we should get on to the next category. The open assets, we call them open assets, but it's like the what we share, the things. And then the next category talks about practices, and then we call that the how we share. Does anybody in the audience want to be the ones who sets up the Open Practice Awards for our big reveal? Who has the
Happy
button
to press
handy?
it, Alan.
Yeah.
Happy to press it.
Okay, yeah, sir. So you did get it in the email, I'm sure.
Right.
And so we will get ready. And when you say ready, press the button.
So we are ready now. I got it here set up. So please go ahead and press the button now.
Okay, so we'll just wait to see that things are put into place. There has to be a little bit of electronic, soldering. No, there's no soldering. Coding. No, I can stop now because Mario tells me that we're ready to reveal the Open Practice Award winners. And here we go for 2025. The winners in the open practice categories. We can see right now 8 of them again from around the world. We've got the whole world represented in MyFest, and Yasser is part of MyFest. And so good to see a lot of these projects come through the Beyond Classroom Walls. From Abdul Samad, who might be here, but was also part of the tour on Tuesday. The science efforts of the Connect project with this care, no, do open pedagogy model is a fantastic resource. I love the work done by Wikidon in Italy, a Wikimedia user group that's looking to create content that address issues for women and marginalized people and represent them in Wikipedia. Pedagogy Open, I think someone here might have something to say about that one. This fabulous open access journal from Austria, and a really great resource from Australia in the Climate Conscious Lawyer. We did hear from Julie Dem on that project also earlier this week. So what about these ones? Anybody have any thoughts on the array of how we do open education, our practices? Thank you, Beck. Good to see you out there from the UK watching live for this.
I'll just jump in and say I have no idea how they pull it off, the Equity Unbound every year. There's so many offerings. It's overwhelming, and it's been a few years of it, and so that's so well deserved. I'm impressed with just the depth and breadth of how much they offer. I don't know how they organize it. It's amazing.
It's been the joy of every summer. As I always say to the team, because I've been part of that, and Alan too. I can safely say that summer, as we say, it's a recharge and rejuvenating experience. Just as we hope it would be recharging and rejuvenating for people, it's actually for us, and we do it because we care to do it. We love doing it. We feel like this is what we love first, and we feel like MyFest is like part of our heart. And I'm saying our because we build our ethos on intentionally equitable hospitality. We are community driven. We co-create, and we're very open. We challenge the conference exclusions that happen across the world. So we try to, as you, Terry, say, we try to get things done in relation to and with the community. We're not doing things that are meaningless, but we're just trying to see what the community needs, and we just do it immediately.
And we're seeing in the chat, like some of the winners are stepping up, and I think Puyin Wang is being a little bit humble, because that's the person behind the TEL HE researchers community, which is one of those things that started with one motivated person who had this idea and has just grown to something fantastic. So congratulations to that project.
Yes, I think that I would just like to say also, as you were saying, Alan, just congratulations to all. And I think that for the category itself, like what we were saying, like the practices of how we do open, it's just amazing how much it has evolved. And now that we have these three main categories as opposed to the very detailed ones, it's just the creativity of the nominations coming through with how open is being done. So the diversity of the collection that we have here in the winners is a very clear example of that. So super congratulations to everyone that has won this particular category. And we are very excited to be able to recognize your work with the awards.
When we like simplified the category structure, what we tried to do this year is set up so you could actually custom name the title of the award, and some people did that, but a few people went with the traditional name. So next year we'll be pushing that a little bit harder, because you're really giving the opportunity to say very specifically what the award should be called. But again, the nominations that came in really through our new form was much straightforward and more direct as to how to look them over. And so we appreciate everybody who took the time to fill out nominations. Any other responses to some of these fantastic practices that we are now just soaking in, right, everybody?
What we say in the open recognition community, we say we make the invisible visible, and this the pedagogy. It's about education on open education, learning how to teach and share. And when I see all these new practices arising, they are much better documented, indeed, Marcela, than they used to be. And it's very inspiring for us in France. And maybe you know, I've been the founder and I am still the host of Open Education Global Francophone. And this is there, it's not very well documented until now, this open pedagogy. So I'm really glad to have this opportunity. The awards are not only a way for you awardees to better promote your work in your own institution, it's also for us a fantastic way to discover the flowers of open education.
Flowers, so well said. And also, I think you got to some of this. It's, sometimes people think like the award winners need to be like the big ones, the big things, something that has global impact. And that's not at all what we seek to highlight. We just want to elevate work that people might be doing that's maybe important in one organization or within one country. So it's the idea of each one is recognized on their own, not compared to other projects. And I look, through the process, that's what surfaced this year.
Yes, exactly, Alan. I think that that we, through the awards, we're able to connect with everybody, that anybody that's willing to highlight the work that they're doing, even if they perceive it as something small, the community always takes it as like a wonderful thing to highlight and use in the open community. And I think it's worth highlighting a little about the theme, Alan, that we're using this year about the planting the seeds and how the community itself is planting the seeds of recognition and also taking care of the projects within the community. So can you explain a little about that? I think it's wonderful what we're doing this year of this connection with the seeds and celebrating small and big projects.
Yeah, I have to admit, some of it's been inspired by my love of gardening, and just it came that idea of like when we, even just the work that we do in open education, a lot of time it is starting with the seed, and it takes work and effort, and often that is a communal effort, and we don't always do it alone. And we also sometimes we stay with it a long time, and for the most part, we get to the point where maybe you can grow a pine tree by pulling the seeds out of a pine cone. It's certainly possible to do that. And so the things that come out could be flowers, could be trees, etc. And I can easily be accused of taking the metaphor too far, but I'm so happy that people really understood and appreciated this idea more than just like gold trophies,
My sound has been going in and out, so I'm hoping that I haven't missed anything important. But I wanted to, I guess, add to drawing attention to the projects, because so Pedagogy Opened is mine. Thank you. I'm very excited. But it's exciting at this particular time because we're getting ready to start work on a second volume very soon. And so knowing that more people know about this publication that we've started and are trying to work on means that we have the opportunity to reach more people and, maybe get some more work out there, It's exciting.
Thank you, Tiffany, and congratulations on that award.
And please do not forget to reshare this award, so that it's very important to us too that Open Education Global is better known, and to disseminate your own practices and open educational resources, but also that we together win in visibility, because we can feel that there is still a lot of work to raise awareness around open education at many levels.
Thank you, Perrine. And we might get to the fourth category, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that we can move along to the next one, and this is a special category, and it's connected to the board because historically the OEGlobal board has issued their own collection of awards, and this sometimes come through the nominations, and sometimes it's a conversation that board members have among themselves and try to highlight projects or initiatives or people that they know are deserving of the recognition. So this year we have a few board awards that we want to highlight, and we would like to invite Perrine to tell us a little about them.
Well, she's going to press the button first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Press the button, Perrine.
Are you ready, Perrine, to start the process? I see her. She's muted, but she is pressing the button.
Will the button appear?
Yeah. Okay. There, you did it. So
Yes.
we have things in motion, and right now this is open technology that we're using. I will let you know. We're not going to use anything from Microsoft or OpenAI to do this stuff for us. We do this all with fully open technology, and it looks like we have everything ready. So now I can just reload so you can see in real time the board awards, the special awards that the board is giving out this year. And I'll let Perrine, because this comes from the board, she's president, to say a few words, anything that you want to say about some of these awards.
Well, of course, these people incarnate outstanding contribution to the open educational movement. They have done, they have made our movement grown. I can recognize in particular Angela De Backer, who has been working in the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation here, and I want to recognize her outstanding work in understanding our needs and coordinating all the projects. Many of you may not know that at the beginning of open education, there were some people who thought that education could be better shared with the copy-paste of informatics, with the dissemination of the internet, of course, and with the work, ethical work, practically legal work, and the open licensing movement, and in particular Creative Commons. But if the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation was not there, we would not be so far. And there are always people, it's not just institution and funding which make things great. It's also the people. And Angela De Backer has been one of them. It has been a huge amount of work for her to always support our work, and not only the work of Open Education Global, but of many organizations that the Hewlett Foundation supports. So thank you in particular to her. I also want to highlight the work done by OER Africa. And this is when we speak about open recognition within Open Education Global, it gives new names to awards. So this is a category that has only one awardee. It's the leadership in organization. It's OER Africa. They have been doing a tremendous work. Thank you, Neil Butcher and Monge also, who have been very important in this dynamic. And I will maybe let Marcela speak about Al, Amanda, and Sandhya, because they better know them. It's the board recognized their work. But I would like, before giving the floor to Marcela, to say that there is also a governmental leadership award for the K-12 Ministry of National Education in France, who has been leading since 23 and will be leading at least, and I hope beyond 27, a fantastic open educational strategy called the Educational Digital Commons. And this is something where I would say every awards we have been giving is represented. So the open infrastructure, the open tools and software, the open educational resources, and the practices around it. And they have been doing tremendous work. And the project here that has the award is called La Forge des communs numériques pour l'éducation. And I would like to particularly support this kind of initiative at governmental level. As you know, when we reach the level where the policies change, we reach an impact that is particularly interesting for sharing, better sharing education. And it's particularly rare in K-12. And if you know other initiatives made in K-12, please, I have heard that the Ministry of National Education would be particularly curious and interested to know them. So please share them in the comments. And well done, Alexis Kaufman, who must be in the public online.
Yep,
Thank
he's
you.
right there. Yeah, thank you, Perrine, and also a really warm shout out to Amanda Coolidge from BC Campus and Clint Lalonde for helping me with some details for that wonderful nomination for such great work that she's done and continues to do. And like when I saw the nomination come in for Hal Abelson, like it's a little bit overwhelming how many things he was there for the founding of and the creation of, and so he well deserving of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And so you're going to be surprised to realize how many things that he has been part of behind the open movement and technology in general for such a long time. And we'll also great work by Sanjay Mishra from the Commonwealth of Learning, recognized for his work on policy, but also many other things. So really thank you, Perrine, and the rest of the OEGlobal board for bringing these forward. And we will continue to count on you next year to bring forward another set of board nominees.
Yes, thank you. All the board is working hard, and of course they are leader in open education in their region and country. But I must particularly thanks my vice presidents Connie Blomgren from Canada and Glenda Cox from South Africa, and I am really very proud to be here, the representative of such powerful and interesting and wonderful people. So thank you again. I was just before this was going to take place, I just told Alexis, please jump in, because he didn't know, it was a surprise. And so he was very happy. He said, oh, I can't speak live and thank my mother. So I'm sharing this joke with you.
Yeah, well, we'll be doing things to give him that opportunity in the future. So tell his mom to stand by. She will get the thanks. And also, it's time to let you know the idea that we had for the awards this year is that we're working with an organization that we found called One Tree Planted. So this is an organization that plants trees around the world. So in the name of all 31, is it, winning people and projects, you'll be contacted and find out that trees have been planted in the name of your award. And they do work in every continent, in every region of the world on reforestation. And I would like to think there's nothing better that we can do for the world to make it better through sustainable practices. And so those are the awards that are going to be given out. And I just want to thank everybody who tuned in live for us and the folks who came on the studio to be here when we revealed this. I see all the applause, and of course, lots of joy. And as well, we really hope that everybody who's here and thinking about it or following the awards start thinking now about what you might do or be part of during Open Education Week, the first week in March, because I look to be organizing hopefully some kind of like series of lightning talks or presentations from our award winners. And you'll be hearing from me to set up podcast conversations too, because we like to continue our series of doing podcasts. And Terry, you can look at me and say, like, where's my podcast? I'm getting to it, Terry. I'll get you on there as soon as I can.
I always like talking about lightning, so I'm always up for a lightning talk.
Okay. So great. And thank you.
And I think
everybody.
that, just maybe a big thank you to all the committee members that helped us do the reviewing process. And that this result is not a collection of 1-2 people, which I also want to say thank you to Alan for leading us through all this entire process, but all the committee members that helped us review the nominations that come through. Thank you very much as well.
The review process, can I say, was very slick this year. So if anybody is afraid of it not being slick, it is slick.
Alan's work, I have to say.
It was great.
Oh, well, thank you very
And
much.
when we speak about the mothers to thank, we think of all your teams, because we know you are not alone. And sometimes we just see one person, but we know there are a lot of supporters and workers around each project. So do not forget to share your awards with your family, friends, and team. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend all.
Okay.
Congrats to all the winners. It's amazing work.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. We're going to go out with another bit of music, and the stream will shut off. And then you're welcome to go watch it again and again, or share it around the world. Thank you again for making the awards recognition process such a thrill this year.